Hi friends, today is Monday, October 5th. Today for Writing with Chance, we are going to read chapter 25. For the first time since I started writing, I didn't go to the stables the next morning. I would have gone if I could have just snuck in to see Chance, but I knew I'd run into everybody else. Just didn't feel like dealing with it, so I told Pops I didn't feel good. Thought you were serious about writing, he said. I am, but my stomach's acting up. I folded my hands over the front of my shirt like I was holding something in. Does your not feeling good have anything to do with the party? Maybe I ate something I shouldn't have, I said, heading back upstairs to my room. I couldn't tell how I'd messed everything up again. I stayed there for a little bit, but I got tired of hiding out, so I went outside to sit on the porch. Mr. Glover must have heard the screen door close, because he looked up from sweeping his front steps. After he finished, he took his time cleaning the sidewalk before coming over to our house. Stables must be closed today, he said, leaning on his broom. Stable's open. I'm sick. I see. What about your horse? Chance. Is that her name? Wonder who's taking care of her this morning. What was it about Mr. Glover? He had a way of making me feel like a chump without coming right out and saying it. I slumped over in my chair, trying to look sick. She'll be all right. There's other kids who can cover. What about your dad? What? Your dad. He borrowed money from your Uncle Ronnie to buy you those riding boots. Mr. Glover wasn't a doctor. How'd he know I wasn't sick? And Pops never told me I had to borrow the money for all my riding gear. Let's hope you feel better tomorrow, he said. Otherwise, I may have to go over there and take care of Chance myself. You? Mucking out a stall? It's not easy like sweeping the sidewalk. Mr. Glover straightened up. He was holding the broom by his side like a sword. What makes you think keeping this block clean is easy? I never seen Mr. Glover mad, but he looked pretty close to it. The thing is, he made taking care of the block look easy. He looked like he enjoyed sweeping the sidewalks, cleaning the gutters, and shoveling snow, even in front of the abandoned houses. He kept the block together, always calling the city to complain about things that weren't right. If something's yours, you got to take care of it, he said, turning to see who was pulling into an open parking spot a few doors down. He went over to say hello. I knew I needed to be with Chance. Everything bad disappeared when I was with her. I had to get over to the stables, but Pops would guess something was up. First I was sick, then I wasn't. Whatever, I couldn't wait until tomorrow to see my horse. I opened the screen door and looked into the living room. Pops was sitting in his recliner reading the paper. He had his music on. He looked up when I opened the door. How are you feeling? He mouthed over the music, putting the paper down. A lot better. I bent over to touch my toes, trying to show that everything was working again. Be back at the stables tomorrow? Yeah, I could even go today. What'd you say? He turned down the music so we could hear each other. I'm thinking of going to the stables this afternoon, I said. It's not really fair to stick the other kids with my work. Sure you're up to it? Yeah, I miss Chance, I said. Okay, he went back to his paper. See you at dinner. The music was back up the way he liked it when I brought the bike through the living room. I waved at him before heading out. I was used to riding over to the stables in the morning when everything was quiet. Not everybody was outside and they were loud. Like the bunch of little kids playing at the open fire hydrant. They sprayed me with their water guns when I rode past. Maybe I would get lucky and not see anybody who'd been at Alicia's party. The one thing on my side was that it was late. Some of the kids would have gone home already. I wanted to tell Winston and Alicia I was sorry while nobody else was around. Riding through Fairmount Park, I smelled a million barbecues. Well, it was the end of June. I was in the park every day, but I didn't notice all these folks out here enjoying themselves. Maybe I didn't really want to. And that was the end of chapter 25. Until tomorrow, bye friends.